So how does hypnosis work? Well, the idea is, so we're in a focused state of relaxation. And what happens here is the brainwave states deepen. There's lots of research around, and Dr. Joe Dispenza and so on, about what the difference between our brainwave states. That we're busy dashing around in beta, then our brainwave states deepen as we're relaxing or even meditating into alpha, deepen again on that deeper state of relaxation. I also practice sound healing, and you get into theta, and the mind and body can renew, replenish, nurture, but also the critical analytical mind is then bypassed. So in order to make some changes, some people have made incredible changes, stop smoking through willpower or achieve their dream physical goals and so on, right? But for others, there are all these habitual patterns and beliefs that have been according to your filter of life and your experiences, and they can be very stubborn. So some of them have even been as coping mechanisms, right? But the idea is, with these deepening brainwave states, that analytical mind is bypassed and the mind becomes receptive and more suggestible, i.e. it can take on board new ideas like stopping smoking as an easily accepted idea, right? So rather than the conditioned thinking will be, well, if I'm stressed I have to smoke, or every time I finish eating I've got to smoke, or I can only have a break from my job to go for a cigarette break, right? Do you see how these habitual conditioned behaviours start running the show because they come embedded in the subconscious mind? So the idea is almost like if the conscious mind is busy, relaxing, resting, enjoying the view, I very much like to factor in my clients' dreamscapes, as in, you like a beach, I'll take you to a beach. So as your conscious mind is busy relaxing, enjoying the view, seeing the sparkles on the waves, feeling the breeze on your face, relaxing, then the subconscious mind can come to the fore, if you like, with the consciousness of the heart and the gut. There are over 1 billion brain cells in the gut, hence we feel it in our guts, right? So the idea is we then go on a journey. So I very much like to work from a root cause perspective of how did this negative, disempowering belief or idea become formed. So I hold your hand and we go on a journey, and I ask your subconscious mind to tell me the reason. We work together to decide what filter of the journey. So for example, if you've got very negative self-esteem, we might come at it from why don't I trust myself, to why don't I deserve love, to why have I been of the idea that I'm not good enough, you see? And we go and just ask the subconscious mind, who always knows, who always tells us what age, what was going on. And the idea is that we can go back. So we've often seen grown-ups, right, and they're having tantrums almost. It's not that adult self who's triggered, it's that younger, wounded self who's just so terrified of being humiliated or abandoned, right? So we can go back and reassure these younger selves who are still stuck in a certain time reality that this threat is now triggered in this now moment. It's like a part of our brain almost becomes split off, so we can go back and reach out to these younger selves and rescue them, offer them love, offer them reassurance, and let them know that it wasn't not their fault. And whoever was the caregiver maybe was trying their best, but maybe it wasn't good enough. So your needs right then. So with this reassuring and this reframing, we can offer them pep talks even, let them have conversations they couldn't have, and then integrate, when they're feeling happy, integrate this younger self into you as a healthier, happier member of your team. And what we find with this process is even tastes can change. and we're operating life more in our driving seat, less hijacked by these young, upset saboteurs, effectively.